Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved custom scenarios. Alright, what are we going to play today? Well, you probably already know before I do because you've seen the thumbnail. Zika Pandemic I want to do probably this week. Not dank memes. Cult of Cthulhu could be fun. I have actually seen a lot of people recommend, well not a lot of people, but a couple of people recommend the Mercer virus. I think that's how you pronounce it. Mercer virus, that is also known as the Blacklight virus from Prototype, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let's see. Humanity is stagnant, dying. I would give it one body, one mind. Think about it, no more conflict, no more disease, no more suffering. Don't you see that I'm giving it a second chance? Alex Mercer. Okay, yeah, this is Prototype. Well, fun thing about Prototype, I never actually did play much of that game. I played it very briefly at a friend's house, and that was the only exposure I ever had, so we're gonna play this. It's entirely possible, though, that you're gonna, maybe you've played the game, and you're gonna be catching a lot of references that I will not, so I apologize if that bugs you, but let's play it anyway and have fun. Pretty sure this is gonna be, based around some shape-shifting kind of abilities? Let's see. Catalytic Switch, Genetic Mimic for the Virus, Aquacyte Extremophile, Symptostasis. These all seem kind of okay. Do I want to go for Transstasis? Nah, we'll stick with Sympto. Symptoms are where all the fun is, right? I want to get as many symptoms as possible. That's how we have fun with this game. Alright, blind playthrough. Blacklight. DX1118D. Okay, I guess that's the technical something or other. Spark the evolution. You stand unopposed in your quest to reshape the human race in your image. Space. Take control of the Blacklight virus and spread the gift of perfection to every man, woman, and child on the planet. Evolve or die. Those are the options. Which will you choose? Well, given those only two options, I think I'd take die. Actually, if I remember seeing Prototype enough, I'd rather not evolve. Adapt and overcome. Before any form of reconstruction can begin, you must first destroy the diseased foundations. Wait, what? You must first destroy the diseased foundations. Okay, your primary goal is to uplift mankind, but do not hesitate to massacre all in your way. The genetic structure of the human race is in your hands. Alter it however you see fit. So, okay, I think this is basically just saying infect or destroy the world. I think? I don't know. Let's start off in Egypt today and take a look at some of our transmission and symptoms. First off, we start off with the Blacklight DX11 whatever. With the birth of the new world comes the death of the old. A little bit of infectivity and severity to start. This leads to DNA reconstitution. Sets the stage for future mutations by infiltrating, repurposing, and genetically altering host cells at the molecular level. Teensy-weensy bit of infectivity for 5 points. Not an amazing deal, but it does seem that this is necessary to unlock a ring around the rosy of other horrible things, so okay. Symptoms. What? No symptoms? Did I just pick up Symptostasis for no reason? That can't be right. No. That can't be right. We have cold, heat, and drug resistance. We also have viral instability 1. So random mutations, this actually looks pretty standard for a virus. So I'm really hoping then that by picking up DNA reconstitution, I'm going to unlock some symptoms, because otherwise, holy crap, I've made a horrible, horrible error. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. There's got to be something to do there. We'll pop that. Oh gosh, I'm so used to the game popping the bubbles for me now. After the plague scenario. Alright, DNA reconstitution leads to reconstitution level 2. Okay, a bit more infectivity. And we do have symptoms. Thank God. Okay. Infected cardiovascular system. At its basic form, the mutated blood present within an infected individual provides a fast rate of mutation spread, as well as additional infectivity. And the dreaded robotic juicer strikes again. Okay, well, presumably then, the more transmission I get, the more symptoms will be unlocked? Is everything done in a bunch of circular patterns? If I unlock, let's say this, will I get another circle over here to fill out, or what? I don't know. We're actually going to go ahead and grab the viral instability, because it looks to me like that actually could be a good thing for us. Mutation might be good, so we'll pick it up. And I think we'll grab another level of infectivity as soon as I have, what, was it 11 points? I think it was 11 points. Spreading quite slowly, though. Goodness gracious me. Alright, there we go. DNA reconstitution level 2. That leads to level 3. Shocker. With most heavily saturated cellular structure remaining intact. Slightly noticeable. So we're starting to get some physical signs of mutation. Okay. And it did not unlock any new symptoms. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I guess we'll start working down the symptoms tree as soon as I get a few more points. I think we needed a minimum of 5, yes? 5. Something rake was declared a deadly weapon. I just barely saw that, but there's something about a rake as a deadly weapon. Which it is, if in the right hands. I'll tell you what, a rake can be very dangerous. You know what also can be dangerous? A hoe. No, I don't mean that. I mean literally a garden hoe. I actually nearly split my sister's skull with a hoe once. It was an accident. It was totally an accident, but it did happen. Okay, so picking up the infected cardiovascular system has led to a lot of options. We have infected brain matter. We have muscular systems, nervous systems, skeletal systems, integumentary, I actually don't remember how that's pronounced, systems, and respiratory. I mean, they all sound pretty critical for human survival, so okay. Destabilizing basic brain patterns, gosh dang it, gradually reducing cognitive abilities to a non-existent state. Mindless and feral, very noticeable, a little bit lethal. Muscular doesn't appear to do much of anything. A teensy bit of severity is what I'm seeing there. Noticeable increases in strength and erratic movement. Alright, nervous system. Preventing electromagnetic signatures from reaching the brain, pain becomes non-existent. Again, just a teensy bit of severity there, not much to be seen. Skeletal system. Moves from the bloodstream into the bone marrow. Yikes. Painful skeletal realignment becomes common. Ew. Outward mutation. Lots more severity and infectivity here, though. Holy crap. Oozing skin, loss of hair. Massive pustules also may form, dramatically increasing infection rate. I like that. Do I care about a little bit of lethality and severity? Maybe we do. How about the infected respiratory system? This seems like a pretty good balance. The lungs of the infected function like hives for black light, allowing it to spread through the air. Introduces wheezing and pained breathing in the afflicted. Sure enough, that sounds good. And then we get infected immune system. Instead of fighting against foreign cellular bodies, the immune system of the infected actively evolves the structure of the virus in real time to strengthen it. Again, that sounds somewhat useful. Does that increase my mutation chance? I'd like to think so. Not really holding out hope, but I would like to think so. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop-doop. Come on, spread a little bit faster. Goodness gracious me. Okay, we got some lethality and some extra infectivity and severity, whether I like it or not. So now we have oozing pustulal skin, and we're in India. I can only imagine how that's going to work out for us. Okay, do we want anything else right now? A little teeny bit of severity doesn't seem that important. Like, these have such negligible impacts. I guess we'll go for non-existent pain, and that leads to a digestive system. Again, a bit more severity. Altered to only respond to a carnivorous diet. Cannibalization becomes common in later stages of the infection. Horrifying. Do we double down on this? Do we go for extra mutation? No. No, I think we go for some cold resistance. It's going to be a little while before we need it, but still. Scientists gain increased understanding of nothing. Nothing at all. It's because scientists don't know nothing, man. They just think they're smart. They got their white lab coats. Everyone thinks that they're so much cooler. It's like wearing glasses. If you wear glasses, everyone thinks you're intelligent, but you're not. Well, you might be, but it doesn't mean you're intelligent. Alright, they found black light. Mostly harmless, they say. Well, I seriously doubt that, just sort of based on what I've seen thus far. Let's go for the drug resistance, because that does seem pretty normal. I think we want to go for DNA reconstitution level 3, and see if that unlocks anything else, because thus far, nothing seems that critical. Egypt starts to work on a cure. Shocking. I need 17 points here. Maybe we want to go for the infected immune system here. Yeah, I'm going to go for the infected immune system. The extra severity might actually get me some more DNA. We haven't infected too many countries yet, so long term, that actually might be a pretty good strategy. Thus far, this seems like a pretty simple virus scenario. I mean, I don't feel like we've done anything too crazy in this scenario thus far. Reconstitution level 3 leads to reconstitution level 4. Through some mental facilities remain somewhat active. Cellular structures are breaking down. Did that unlock anything? It did! Okay. Environmental biomass. There we go, now we're getting into the crazy stuff. Massive webs of infected biomass snake across the ground and walls wherever black light spreads, greatly hindering any attempt to slow its progress. That sounds like cure progress to me. Let's grab that. That's pretty cheap. That leads to Biomass Hydra. The infected biological material plaguing the environment becomes sentient, collecting to form massive bladed tendrils that can burrow underneath the ground. Excuse me. That does sound pretty cool. It also increases my severity and lethality a bit more than I think I'm willing to handle right now. So let's not do that. Let's instead go for another level of cold resistance. It mutated for free whether I like it or not. Okay, people are going to start dying. Well, on the plus side, the lethality is going to start generating me a lot of extra DNA points. Let's go for the drug resistance. Make sure we spread a little bit faster. Doop, doop, doop. I'm a little bit worried about those bladed hydras, making it hard to get into places like Iceland, but we will see. Let's go for level 4. And this leads to nothing new that I can see. Okay. Wow. Maybe it was like a fungus burst. Let's read this real quick. Infected subjects, physical alteration. No, it didn't. No, it's not like a fungus burst. Okay. Well, we have DNA reconstitution level 5. Is now advanced enough to begin attacking the mental structure of infected individuals, resulting in savage, aggressive behavior. It appears to mostly be just some infectivity for 34 points. That's a very expensive deal, sir. Not sure it's quite worth that. Well, do we buckle down on a bit more of lethality? No, I don't think so. We do need to spread a little bit faster in some hot countries. So let's go ahead and grab some heat resistance. Just a basic level of that. And let's go ahead and grab the... Well, there's not a lot here that increases my infectivity is the problem. The severity is not that important. Lethality is actually going to be more detrimental than anything else. The only thing that really offers my infectivity is DNA reconstitution, which is expensive. Saudi Arabia shuts down their airports. Okay. On the watch list, sure. Still waiting to get into places like Greenland, though, aren't I? Let's see. Greenland, Philippines, New Guinea. We haven't hit any of Scandinavia. That's a big part of the problem here. New Zealand is leading the global cure effort. New Zealand? You again? Alright, fine. This leads to DNA reconstitution level 6. Controls every biological aspect of infected individuals right down to their DNA. All infected are extremely aggressive and no longer appear human. 55 points. Very expensive. I actually kind of really wish I had gone for transstasis in this playthrough. I think that would have been better, honestly. Alright, did we get to Greenland? I think we did. Infected digestive system just mutated for free. We are missing Sweden and the Philippines. But I think we're about to get the Philippines and Sweden. There we go. Okay. So, do we go for something like DNA reconstitution level 6? What's the victory condition here? I'm actually not sure. I could go for this. The actual lethality is probably a little bit risky right now, just because if we kill people faster than we can infect in the new countries like the Philippines, that would be a problem. I'm going to go for this. It's expensive, but I feel like it might lead to a victory condition of some sort. Well, it doesn't seem to have done much yet. I'm going to trust the lethality to start carrying me a little bit further. Global research focused on the cure. Okay, fair enough. How are we doing in places like the Philippines? Still a little slow. We got Biomass Hive, whether I like it or not. Okay, well, sure, why not? So, birthing grounds for the savage variants. Each one is never without a defensive line of Hydra, leads to Hunters. Infected hosts incubated within hives emerge as the hulking mutated monstrosities known as Hunters. Savage beasts that can tear apart armored vehicles. Lots of lethality to be had there. Not a fan of the lethality yet. I will want that, but right now, it's doing more harm than good. Let's go for a little extra heat resistance. I know it's expensive, but that should mean we spread in the Philippines a bit faster, and the Philippines and Sweden are the only two places I'm really worried about right now. We did just infect the skeletal system, so that's a thing. We did just get Hunters for free. These mutations are working out really well, and there are no healthy people left in the world. What the crap? We just exploded in Sweden and the Philippines. Okay, so is that the end of the scenario? No? No, it does not appear that it is. Okay, let's take a look at some other things. Aha! Arm Blade. Approximately 10% of all infected gain the special ability to mutate one or both forearms into a sinister organic blade capable of carving through steel plating. Sure, we'll grab that. That leads to hammer fists. The skin and bone within the hands of a special infected host painfully grow in both size and thickness, creating heavy, hammer-like growths on each arm. Or saber claws. 2-foot-long claws on each finger designed for fast strikes. Great, but what do these lead to? I really want to know what my victory condition is here. What am I trying to accomplish? Infected brain matter. Okay, great. Doesn't help me that much, though. You know what I could do? I could just double down, grab some instability here. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to let the mutations carry me the rest of the way. Seems to be doing just fine. Saber claws. Hooray! We're just letting the game carry me now. I mean, why work so hard? Why work so hard? We'll just let them do it all. So, saber blades lead to bladed whip. The entire skeletal structure of the arm breaks down into a prehensile appendage, tipped with a sinister spear-like blade formed from what remains of the hand. That's terrifying. Do I have to get all of these, though? I feel like I have to get all of these in order to get to the center, and that will be my victory condition. Doubling down, grabbing more instability, more mutation. We got the bladed whip. And that leads to nothing yet. Okay, let's grab hammer fists, because we have the DNA for it. That leads to bone shield. By greatly increasing the size of the biomass within the arm, the special infected are capable of forming immense shields from their forearms. These all sound like the abilities you would have in Prototype. And it mutated already. That was quick. Next, bone armor. The near bulletproof qualities of the biomass shield is applied to the entire body, as the special infected can now encase themselves in the dense material. Well, we're killing a lot of people, and that is leading to a fair bit of DNA. There's the bone armor. What's left? Pinnacle of Evolution. Blacklight's final mutation. That sounds like a victory condition to me. And the peak of human transcendence. All special infected become the evolved and grow a new intelligence to better match their new form. I need to kill a few more people in order to get 5 more DNA points. Actually, nope, that was just fine. Thank you for the cure progress. So, okay, interesting. In the development of this particular plague, then, this scenario, you really have to get every single thing here. All the infected, and then you have to work down all these in order to unlock this, which you have to go through all these. It seems like these are the only symptoms that are optional, but I can't tell for sure because, well, we mutated the crud out of them and got them all for free. So, I'm pretty sure in this particular scenario, the way to win is just go for the transmission, and get some resistances and then max out your mutation, and the game will carry you the rest of the way. Top of the food chain. Mankind is no more. Through your effort... Well, I'm pretty sure it's not no more. I mean, there are still 2.89 billion left, but okay. Through your efforts, the Blacklight virus has managed to reshape all living beings to your vision of perfection. As you and your evolved look over the new future with pride, only one question remains. What happens now? Sequel! Prototype 2. Or something. No, I don't know. You are the prototype! Thank you for screaming it at me, sir. It's very nice of you. 3 stars. No, not 3 stars. I was really hoping for 3 stars. 2 stars. It's gonna have to be good enough. Pure progress of 27%. I feel like it was higher than that, but okay. Complex, genetic, whatever is okay. So, basically, this was kind of a little bit of a fan fiction virus. It wasn't really created in such a way that I feel like you have a lot of choices. You just kind of have to... I don't know. Most Plague Inc. games, I find you have at least a few different avenues of how you're going to control or destroy humanity. And there are a lot of symptoms or entire paths that you could just forego if you desire to, and this one not so much. It's a bit more linear, is what I'm trying to say, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, and this is a bit of a fanfiction virus. It didn't have anything, too outstanding, I think, to separate it, but it was, I would say it was pretty well put together. I would recommend it ultimately, but it was just a bit on the linear side. I feel like there was room for a little bit more creativity. But maybe not. I don't know. Still kind of fun. Then again, like I said, I never finished playing Prototype, so I may have missed a few awesome references that make this totally worthwhile. I'm not sure. Maybe not. You can tell me so in the comments if I did. I'll also hit that like button if you did enjoy this video, and of course subscribe for my future content. My name has been Pravus, and I will see you guys next time.